So, movie apocalypses. We have all seen these movies and we've all thought at one point or another that we would survive them. So, in today's video we are creating a tier list on some of the most popular apocalypse movies. The categories we'll be using today for this video are No Chance, Would Be Lucky, 50-50 and easy. Not many of them will be put in easy now, let's be honest. This video was heavily inspired by EthanOnEverything, so I'll put his channel link down below and I'll put it at the top of the comment section. You guys should definitely go and check it out. He's done gaming apocalypses and movie apocalypses. Now, before we get into the video, I do want to mention that over 99% of you are not subscribed who watch these videos, so make sure to hit that subscribe button below. I really appreciate it, and let's get into the video. Once again, all of this tier list is just my opinion, and I would love to know where you put each and every movie. So first up we have 28 Days Later. Obviously this is transmitted via blood or bites, scratches or splash of infected fluid. You literally turn into a zombie within 10 to 20 seconds after getting bit. Unlike traditional zombies, these are fast. Since they are alive, they can be get rid of just like normal humans. I think with 28 Days Later, it is relatively easy to survive, even though it may not seem easy in the movie, but I think with all the stuff we know, it is easy to survive, but I'd love to know where you would put it. Now we've got A Quiet Place. I love A Quiet Place. It's one of my favourite apocalypse movies of all time, so in A Quiet Place, you can obviously not make a single noise in the movie. As EthanOnEverything said in his video, they found a waterfall where they could talk as loud as they want. So he even mentioned, why don't they just build the house near the waterfall? Then they could be as noisy as possible, the baby could cry as loud as possible. It's just, I don't get why they didn't do the house near the waterfall, because I think if any of us were in the apocalypse, we would just decide to build our house near the waterfall, and it would be an easy survival, since the waterfall will cover all of the noises. We could talk as much as possible. The only time when we would have to be careful is when looking for food. In the movies, the creatures' sounds are really sensitive, so they're hearing sensitive. Obviously, one of the main characters is deaf, so they have that hearing device, and that makes such a sound, like a high frequency sound, which it hurts the monsters and makes them easy to get rid of. So obviously with that, knowing that, you would use that to survive and you would build a house near the waterfall. So with this movie, with A Quiet Place, I think it would be a 50-50 if you survive, because obviously there's still dangers with having to be quiet all the time, but overall I think it is possible compared to some of the other movies on this list. Bird Box. Is there much that I could say about this movie? It literally came out a while ago on Netflix, I believe. The film is similar to A Quiet Place, but you just can't look at the creatures, otherwise you will obviously not survive if you look at them. So in the movie they use blindfolds, and the monsters can trick you by pretending to be your loved ones and talking to you, and they can attempt to take your blindfolds off by like pretending to be your loved ones and saying, oh, take your blindfold off or whatever. They do it in the movie. Overall, the concept of it is impossible to survive. The movie's good. I know people have mixed opinions on the movie, but I think it's quite good. But overall, I think it's impossible to survive that type of apocalypse. Knock at the Cabin. I love this movie overall, mainly because it has Batista from WWE in, and it also has that guy from Harry Potter in. So it is a good movie. The concept is these people trying to convince, I believe it was 4 people trying to convince this family that they have to sacrifice one of them to save the world from this apocalypse. And spoiler warning, obviously at the end of the movie they were telling the truth and the apocalypse began until they sacrificed one of them. But overall, I don't think any of us would believe some random strangers saying, the world's going to end if you don't sacrifice one of your loved ones. It's like, the concept is mental. I don't think anyone would believe it. But overall, if you do believe it, you would survive. But obviously, you would not believe it in the moment. And overall, they say they had visions of the apocalypse. You would just think, you would obviously just not believe them. So overall, I would say Would Be Lucky. Okay, now we've got The Last of Us. I know it's not a movie, but I love this show way too much not to include it in this video. Obviously, I'm probably going to talk about some spoilers here, so if you still haven't watched the whole series, there will be timestamps below, and that's the same for any of these movies and shows that I'm talking about, because we've also got The Walking Dead on here, but most people have probably watched that all the way through. Obviously, The Last of Us, it's still going on now. We are still getting... Oops. Caught my mic on something there, I am sorry. But obviously, with The Last of Us, we are still getting episodes now. We're on Season 2, Episode 4 now, at this time I'm recording the video. I love the series overall. I think it would be very, very difficult to survive with the amount of infected and the fact that everyone's turning like against each other. We've got all these groups going against each other, like the WLF and the Scars. There's obviously a game before the show. The game, very popular game. I'm going to be playing it soon. Let me know if you want me to make videos on me playing it. Overall, the show's very, very difficult to survive, and it would be very lucky to get away, so that's why I put it in would be lucky to get away. Overall, very good show. Go check it out if you haven't already. It's got Pedro Pascal in, Bella Ramsey playing Ellie. It's a great show, and I think you guys should go and check it out if you haven't already. Anyway, we'll get into the next show, being The Walking Dead. So with the zombies in The Walking Dead, obviously they're called walkers. They continue to rot over time, so in the series they become less threatening. The longer they're alive, basically, they become less threatening. They're attracted to sight and hearing, so if they hear you, they will attack, and over time they rot, so it becomes easier to evade them, or just avoid them, or just get rid of them. I would put The Walking Dead in would be lucky, and I would put it below The Last of Us now. And with The Last of Us, I'll probably put it above Knock on the Cabin, and The Walking Dead above Knock on the Cabin as well. I Am Legend. I recently watched this movie again before creating this video. It obviously has Will Smith in. The Dark Seekers, I believe they're called, because they're not zombies, they're more like vampires. They can't be seen in light. If they go to the light, they will not survive. They've got superhuman strength and speed. The movie obviously has Will Smith in. Definitely check out the movie. It's been out for a while. It's a great movie. Overall, it would be difficult to survive, but at the same time, you just wouldn't go out at night or go into dark places. You would only go out in day, because you'll know that they're not out there. So overall, I would put I Am Legend in a 50-50 below A Quiet Place. Now we got 28 Weeks Later, obviously the sequel to 28 Days Later. This is where we figure out that the zombies cannot survive if they haven't ate. Overall, I would still put this in the easy category, because it's the same rules that apply in 28 Days Later. The zombies, obviously smart, very fast, but overall, I think it's relatively easy to survive if you stay out their way and just play with the time and just not get in front of the zombies, and then you should easily survive. However, I do love these movies. We've obviously got 28 Years Later coming out soon, and I'm definitely going to go and watch that in cinemas when it's out. And I think you should all go and check out both of the movies which have already been out if you haven't already, and then go and check out the new one when it's out. Now we have World War Z. So obviously the infection is from Bite. It's another zombie film. Your turn time from going from human to zombie is 10 to 12 seconds. The outbreak is almost unstoppable. They've got superhuman strength, agility and speed. The zombies can run, climb, leap and swarm. And the fact they've got superhuman strength and the speed, and the fact they can run, climb and leap, and they work in groups, makes it extremely difficult to survive this, and that's why I'll be putting this in would be lucky to get away. Overall, I would say yes, you could probably find a way to survive this, but most people would not be able to survive World War Z. Now we've got 2012, one of my favourite movies of all time. Obviously, Earth begins to collapse. Literally everything goes wrong. There's earthquakes, a volcano erupts, there's tsunamis. Everything goes wrong in this movie, which is impossible to survive. So I've got to put this movie in No Chance if you're in it. It's a great movie, and you definitely should go and check out if you haven't watched it already. It's one of my personal favourite movies. Now we've got Train to Busan. I'm going to with this movie, I'm going to go by the movie's like rules. I'm gonna say we're all on a train, and that's why I'm gonna say it would be lucky to get away. Obviously, you should go check out this movie. It's a great movie. Dead Meat's even done a kill count on it if you want to go and watch that. But overall, I would say would be lucky to get away. Now, I want to thank you for making it to the end of this video. This is my overall tier list. Obviously, just my opinion, and I'd love to know where you would put each and every movie. So let me know in the comments below where you would put each and every movie. I feel bad for putting these two movies in easy. I'm a big fan of them, but I do think it would be possible to survive them compared to some of the other movies on the list. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one, which will most likely be me doing a tier list on every single horror movie. So let me know in the comments below if you would like to see that video, and I'll hopefully get it up soon. I'm going to be uploading more often. I'm getting a new microphone very soon as well, so my mic quality will be better, because at the moment I'm just working off a headset. But I'm going to be working with a proper microphone soon, and we're going to get some more videos out more often for you guys. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.